Thank you, Donna Michael. Were you all singing along with that at home? It's a very singable song. Well, welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, your sea of serenity in a sometimes turbulent terrain. I am Maxine Kaye, spiritual leader of this beloved community. And wherever you are, and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are so welcome here with us this morning. Well, we teach and we practice the principles of science of mind. And we have spiritual tools for very practical human problems. And we share those practices and we share our hearts with one another here as well. And we are about the business of awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence, because we are all together working to co-create a world that works for all. And you may wish to join us in our purpose statement, which is living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And now our opening song is going to be presented by Michael Gott, and it is God is Love.
God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When life has a question, our heart knows the answer. For every closed door, we hold the key. Open your soul, there is a river flowing forever, abundant and free. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When fear tries to blind you and dark clouds surround you, love has a voice that calms every storm. Open your arms and love those around you, and here in this moment your healing is born. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. Thank you.
Oh, that beautiful Michael Gott. Thank you so much. Now it might be time for meditation. Let's just take a moment and become still. And if you're comfortable doing so, just gently close your eyes. Feel the chair supporting you. And simply notice your breath. Just notice it. Allow it to flow naturally and comfortably while you simply observe it. And now allow that breath to become a pathway to your heart. Enter the sweet, sweet center of your heart. And allow yourself to be embraced by infinite love. Feel the constant flow of this love through your body, through your mind, through your emotions. And become aware that you are a recirculating fountain of love. That the inflow is continuous. That it nurtures and feeds you completely. And that it moves gently and powerfully out from you, touching, lifting, and blessing others. And say silently to yourself, I am a recirculating fountain of love. I give, I receive. The love of God flows through me, for it is my very life. And let's take this experience of unconditional love into every moment of this day ready to unfold. For all is well, all is love, all is well, all is love. Now I would like to introduce our practitioner of the day, Mary Furtaugh.
Good morning. Let us know together that there is one power in the universe, and the power is a force for good. And this power can be traced to the one source. This source is God, and God is pure goodness. And each of us is an extension of this divine energy, impossible of separation from it. Now, the goodness of God is the foundation of its love for us. It knows us each by name. It's interested in everything about us. It cannot leave us, and it never does. And it is because of the infinite nature of God that the love that it has for us can never be diminished or depleted. And this is our guarantee of emotional well-being. It is also the truth. I am grateful that it is, and I release this treatment to the law so that it can be so, and so it is.
And so it is. And our affirmation for the day, you may join me in saying it if you wish to. My mind is some part of the mind of God, and I express the essence, the energy, and the activity of God's love. Good morning, kids. It's time for us to gather together and have a little bit of a Valentine chat. Happy Valentine's Day. Will you be my Valentine? Well, Valentine's Day is pretty fun. And whatever you give to someone today, let it be from your heart. A card, a smile, a hug. I can remember as a kid and when my kids were little, we would make our Valentines, and we'd get construction paper, and we'd get glitter and good things to stick on them, and we'd get lacy things, and we'd make hearts. And that's wonderful. So whether you make the heart or buy the heart or the Valentine card, let it be from your heart. Now, I think it's a lot of fun to celebrate Valentine's Day, and Reverend Mike gave me some beautiful, beautiful long stem red roses, and this bud's for you. This rose is one that I brought to share with you today. You can't quite reach it, huh? Well, doesn't that make us want to all be together again? Anyway, it's lovely, and I'm sharing it with you from the inside and the bottom and the top and the sides of my heart. So when you're giving your cards and your smiles and your hugs today, know that every time you share love, you are being God's instrument. Really, you are being God's instrument. Like the music, there's music everywhere, but it needs an instrument. And it's always there, but it needs a piano or a violin or a clarinet or a voice. And you are that instrument. You and I are the vehicles through which God's love gets to express itself in the world and connect with other people and bring smiles to their faces and make them just so glad to be alive. So thank you for being a container of love, a sweet, sweet instrument of God's caring. You're made out of love. So happy Valentine's Day. Well, I think it must be time to talk to the adults now. Hi, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. This whole month is all about one journey, many paths, and our theme for the year is timeless wisdom, evolutionary vision. And today we're talking about one mind, one heart. So Valentine's Day, sure. Beautiful roses, wonderful. I love the romance of it. And I understand that this evening dinner will be delivered. And that's exciting too. And Reverend Mike and I exchanged cards and gifts this morning. And I love the romance. It's beautiful. But, love is a whole lot more than that, isn't it? Remember Eve said to Adam, Adam, do you love me? Adam, do you love me? Do you love me? Finally he said, who else? And then there was the young man who said to his beloved, I would climb high mountains. I would swim swift and dangerous rivers. I would crawl over broken glass just to be with you. I'll see you Friday if it doesn't rain. We know that unconditional, infinite love, the love of God itself, is so much bigger, wider, deeper than the romantic love that we can have fun with and enjoy. Here's a quote from Ernest Holmes. First of all, you must have a firm conviction that God is love, and an equally firm conviction that when you apply this principle of love to any human problem, the very words you speak in your meditation or treatment or prayer will operate as law in the condition that confronts you and will neutralize or overcome everything that opposes it. And that's from Ernest Holmes' Living the Science of Mind. So the power of love is indeed greater than any human condition, and it inspires wholeness in every area of life. It begins with the awareness of love, which is this beautiful energy that must express itself, that must create out of itself and through you and through me, and then it meets up with the law of mind, which produces after the cause, it brings the effect that is an emanation of that very cause itself. So just as the mind of God contains infinite wisdom, so the cosmic heart is filled with divine love. And you and I have access to both. We have access to the infinite intelligence and wisdom, and we are also instruments through which this great cosmic caring and compassion may flow and touch and bless and lift anyone who happens to be fortunate enough to be in our presence or even in our consciousness. And we're not talking about the love of power, but the power of love. The power of love, the greatest power in the universe. So when it's combined with wise, creative, conscious thought, the essence of love informs everything it touches, and it transforms us all. When we open our hearts and minds and invite it and allow that transformation to take place. And we all are in the process in our spiritual evolution of transforming old beliefs that don't serve us, transforming hidden attitudes in our subconscious mind that really need to be cleared out and changed. And the alchemy of divine love is the instrument through which those beautiful things may take place. So we must accept, I believe, and work with both the impelling presence of the divine love within us. And it is compelling, and it must create, and it must express. You know, if we're not expressing, we can be depressed. And so it's important that we acknowledge and invite that divine love to come forth. It's a creative urge. It must do something with itself. There's the essence of love, and then there is the action of love. And if there is no expression of it, if there's no action of it, we can feel less than, we can feel constricted because we're not being our divine best self. And so it's important that we invite this beautiful essence of divine love to begin to move through us. And then the reliable law of mind brings about what we pray about. Isn't that a beautiful system? It's a divine system, and we are part of it. We are essential to it, actually, to experience the love, to create and recreate in our own consciousness beautiful ideas and activities for the world, for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our communities and beyond, and to rely upon this wonderful law of mind that responds to us according to our belief, of course. So wisdom is wonderful, but without love, wisdom can be kind of cold, and love without wisdom can be really stupid. So it's important that we walk in between these two divine experiences and activities and the essence of each, the love and the wisdom. We walk arm in arm with both of them. You see, I'm aware that we are being called up to a greater love. And whether we're drafted or enlisted, we're being called up. And so we have that choice. We have great work to do. And the work is the work of love itself. So the greetings we receive from this divine presence is a billet doux. That's a love letter. Did you know that? It's French. It's God's love letter to us. And listen to what this love letter says. You are my very own expression of myself. Read the next line. I adore you. Or we could go back to the French. J'adore. And then the next line says, you are never alone. You live in my heart, and I live in yours. That's a beautiful love letter. It's one we need to open up within our own hearts and read every day, don't you think? Love is the fuel that fires the heart and succeeds completely in everything to which we turn our hand and focus our mind and open our heart. We're being called up to a greater healing. We want it to take place in the health of our world, our loved ones, strangers, people we don't even know, people all over the world. We're being called up for this healing, for our part in allowing this healing to take place, for wholesome health, well-being for every sentient being in the world. The unimpeachable wholeness of the universe to show up It didn't go anywhere. We are not recovering our health. We are uncovering the unimpeachable wholeness of this universe that resides within us all. This greater healing is taking place in the unity that underlies all the divisiveness. And oh, my dears, there has been so much divisiveness. We are calling forth, we are called up to call forth the oneness that is the truth of everyone's being. We must return to that place and not allow ourselves to become embroiled in all of the confusion and the activities and the hate and so forth that we keep hearing. It is not the truth, and so it will not survive. The truth is eternal. The truth is the love and the life and the light and the peace and the power and the beauty and the joy of God which reside within every sentient being. Let's call it forth. We are being called up to call it forth. As Michael Gott sang so beautifully this morning, God is love, and you and I are the instruments through which that love is shining forth in the one mind and in the one heart. Let's keep this in mind, that our minds are some part of the great cosmic mind. And the infinite intelligence and wisdom in this universe is flowing through all of us at all times. The only reason we don't receive it is because we've put up some kind of blocks, and usually we're not even aware of what those blocks might be. A feeling of insufficiency, of not enough, or not deserving, or us and them, and all of those other ridiculous things that reside in the race conscious mind, the human race subconscious mind. And we're a part of it. And that subconscious mind, the race conscious mind, the human race conscious mind, has beautiful things in it. Poetry and music and all of the wonderful philosophy and ideas and theology that have come forth that are true and real. And there's also a lot of nonsense in there. And so if we are involving ourselves in the human race conscious mind, we must be very careful not to let in those things that have no place in our minds, because they're not real, they're not eternal, and they are, as we have said before, nincompoopery. And we do not wish to involve ourselves in that. There's no love in it. There's no wisdom in it. We need to move beyond it. This unity is the reality. It will win out like the grass in the crack of the sidewalk. It will win out. Right now, it's not feeling that way, perhaps. We have our work to do. We're being called up. We're coming deeply inside to our hearts, which are infinitely connected to the cosmic heart of God. And here we're opening them more widely and remembering that every sentient being, even if it's someone with a vastly different worldview than ours, is made out of the love of God. And if we are willing to do our clear thinking, seeing with the eye of the heart, hearing with the ear of the heart, then we drop those barriers and we stop judging and we stop blaming and we allow the heart of God to fill our hearts so completely that we find a way to connect. And when we connect on the deeper level, there is only one. There is no other. There is only one. This is a good time for us to be exercising the love prayer. Remember the love prayer? This is how it works. You take the name of somebody that you're having a real challenge with. You take that name and inwardly, quietly, silently within your own heart and mind, you inhale and you say, I accept you, name. You exhale and silently say, I bless you, name. Do that 3 times whenever the name or the picture, the image, the face of someone you really don't like or have a trouble with, whenever it happens to emerge in your consciousness, stop and say silently as you breathe in, I accept you, and the name. And as you breathe out, I bless you, and the name. It changes the energy. Isn't everything energy? Love is energy. All that other stuff is negative energy. Which would you rather have in your life? I know what I want, and I know what I choose, and I'd like to choose that for all of us. We're being called up. And this love prayer, you can say for yourself as well. Have you ever noticed sometimes you get down on yourself, or you blame yourself, or you think, I shouldn't have said or done that, or I'm really not enough, or da-da-da, all those other silly things that we sometimes say, or feel, or think. That's the time to use the love prayer for yourself. I accept myself. I bless myself. And it feels good. The energy begins to shift right away. And do it for everyone you can think of, and then for the world itself. You see, you and I are the instruments, as I was sharing with the children earlier. You and I are the instruments. We're the pianos, we're the drums, we're the clarinets, we're the fifes. Whatever your instrument is, you're your cello, your French horn. You're the instrument through which divine love is desiring to express. Can hardly wait to start flowing through you. Take away the barriers. Take away the what ifs and the why nots. Let's just open our hearts and our minds and be those beautiful instruments of love and wisdom. For there's one mind, there's one heart. Everyone on his or her own journey is opening their own minds and hearts in their own ways and at their own times. Let's just respect that and not try and make things different for someone else. Let's just open ourselves to make it beautiful for ourselves. And as we do that, everyone around us truly begins to benefit. And it's a very exciting thing. You and I are the instruments through which love is trying its best to flow. Just let it. Just say yes. Surrender to love. You're being called up by it. You see, love perceives the truth beyond the error. And it celebrates the divine in everyone and in everything. Some of you are aware of the beautiful poem on love that Emmett Fox, beautiful Unity minister, wrote years ago. It goes like this. There is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer, no dis-ease that enough love will not heal, no door that enough love will not open, no gulf that enough love will not bridge. That's an important one right now. I'm going to say it again. There is no gulf that enough love will not bridge. No wall that enough love will not throw down. No sin that enough love will not redeem. It makes no difference how deeply seated the trouble may be, how hopeless the outlook, how muddled the tangle, how great the mistake. A sufficient realization of love will dissolve it all. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest and most powerful being in the world. If only we could love enough, we would be the happiest and the most powerful beings in the world. I'm ready to start loving even more, aren't you? Let's make that our determination, at least for the day. And Valentine's Day, sure, have fun with it. Sprinkle the rose petals. Do whatever makes you and your loved ones happy. And then let's go beyond that, because we are being called up to the higher ground. We are being called in to that place where we realize our hearts are all being held tenderly and constantly in the cosmic heart of God itself. God writes us a love letter every day. It's time we began reading it. And then it's time we began reading it to one another. One mind, God's mind, expressing in and through your mind and my mind. One heart, God's heart, manifesting that love, that caring, and that compassion through your precious instrument. Let's continue to do our beautiful work by saying yes. Yes to wisdom. Yes to love. And make a difference in our world, starting with our very own. Will you say with me, my mind is some part of the mind of God. My heart is being held tenderly in the heart of God. I express the essence, the energy, and the activity of God's love. And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. And now is the time we've been waiting for. Our opportunity to circulate with love at our highest intention all the good that we choose to share and that we choose to share with our beloved community. There are ways and means right there on your screen that you can make your beautiful, loving contributions. Thank you. Let's say together our prosperity affirmation. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. 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 I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken, tenderness be proved. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, 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 love. love, 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 love. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love.
Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. My name is Karen Davis and I'm so pleased to serve as your board president and treasurer and to bring you this morning's morning announcements full of love. Are you looking for new opportunities to connect with other like-minded folks for some inspiration, learning, and sharing? Well, we are offering 1 new class and 2 new workshops. If you would like to be a miracle maker, sign up for Dr. Maxine's 8-week accredited Science of Mind class entitled Shortcut to a Miracle: How to Change Your Consciousness and Transform Your Life. Learn how you can manifest success in all areas of your life: health, success, prosperity, and relationships. What a great way to spend 8 Tuesday nights. More entertaining and enlightening than anything you could be binge watching. This class begins on Tuesday evening, February 23rd from 6:30 to 9 p.m. All of the details are listed on our website calendar of events, and you can register there and receive the Zoom link information. This month, we have a returning guest speaker for our 10:30 Sunday celebration on February 28th. It's Greg Lavoie. Greg will also be giving a special workshop that day, starting at 12:30 p.m., entitled The Call of Challenging Times. The chaos of the pandemic year certainly has the potential to shake things up for the sake of helping us grow and evolve. And in his Sunday celebration talk and Zoom webinar, you will have the opportunity to explore how your life might grow and evolve as a result of it. This 3-hour Zoom workshop will be well worth its $25 fee. What a great opportunity to reframe the past year and learn how to benefit from these unprecedented times that the entire world has experienced. I can't wait to take this workshop. And our very own Frank Henninger is offering a 4-week virtual workshop entitled The Cosmic Mind, a philosophical exploration of cosmology and consciousness. This is a love offering workshop where we will explore such questions as: what came before the Big Bang? Where did we come from? Why are we here? What is consciousness and where does it reside? And much, much more. You may already know that Frank is a graduate of a master's program in consciousness studies. And so I am very grateful to Frank that he has distilled years of and hundreds of class hours into the concepts that he will present during this class that will really get you thinking. And I had the pleasure of taking it when Frank offered it the very first time, and it really is so fascinating and mind-blowing. So it starts on Monday, March 1st from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Again, you can find the details on our website. And finally, I'd like to remind you of Reverend Mike's ongoing Science of Mind textbook study group on Zoom each Saturday from 9:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can jump in anytime for the free love offering class. To register for any of these classes, either call the office or email Linda at admin@cslphilly.com. Again, you can also go to our events calendar for all the details. Our website is www.cslphilly.org, where you can also review past Sunday celebrations and Dr. Maxine and Reverend Mike's love notes. And that's it for the announcements. So on this day of love, I hope you are loving life, loving the snow, loving the people in your life, and most of all, loving yourself, because you deserve love, and so do I, and so it is.
Love swirls around on the inside, overflows out of our hands.
Thank you, Karen. Always entertaining. We do have wonderful things coming up, so by all means, join us for any of them. Now we'll have our closing song by Karen Drucker, and it is God Is.
God is life and I am life. God is life and I am life. God is light and I am light. God is light and I am light. God is joy and I am joy. God is joy and I am joy. God is love and I am love. God is love and I am love. God is peace and I am peace. God is peace and I am peace. God is beauty and I am beauty. God is beauty and I am beauty. God is power and I am power. God is power and I am power. God is good, yes, God is good. God is good, yes, God is all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am all these things. God is all these things. I am. God is good.
Thank you. And so we give thanks as we go forth that love is not only in the air and in our hearts, but it is connecting all of us in the most beautiful ways. We are the ones making a loving, compassionate, caring, and beautiful difference in the world. And so it is.